Quick video today, but it's actually pretty noteworthy, and we're going to talk about the Secret Lair Chaos Vault, which actually came out. I think the first one was a little around a month ago. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos are posted. And of course, be sure to check back because I do cover all things Magic the Gathering related and occasionally some other topics as well. I'll get a video coming up that's not Magic related that might be interesting to some people that are in the collectible market. So just some food for thought there. Now, if you're not familiar with the Secret Lair Chaos Vault, like I said, it launched last month, and it's basically an anything goes spot for us to stretch our creative muscles or do one-off cool, weird things. The new section of the Secret Lair website where the entrance is so secret you'll never figure out where it is. Obviously, they're having a little bit of fun here, but the real way to sign up for the Chaos Vault is to actually get on the email list, and then you'll get an email when a Chaos Vault Secret Lair drops. Now, up to this point, there has only been one, and it did release last month. It actually, a couple friends of mine ordered it. I didn't, but it was the fairest drop of all, and I think there might actually still be some available. These cards, I cannot tell you enough how amazing they actually look in person. They're incredible. And I don't say that off, I'm very usually pretty transparent with my feelings on things. This artwork, these cards are unreal. And if you're someone who, is going to be upset that they don't necessarily look like the regular formatting of a Magic card, I can respect that, but I will tell you, these were awesome. So you can imagine the fact that they're continuing this definitely is pretty exciting to me. And one of the most interesting things about this Secret Lair Chaos Vault drop is that it is limited to one per person, which is a fantastic, fantastic inclusion, I think, with all the scalping that we've seen with all the other Secret Lair stuff and ways that people can get around it. But they're going to tell us about one here, and I think this is huge news. Like I said in the thumbnail here, they're launching a new basic land next week, a new basic land drop that's different than the typical one because they'll be selling in 10 copies of each basic land. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you know I've talked about the fact that I think they make some amazing lands in these Secret Lair drops, but often you only get one of each, and so you'd have to spend a crazy amount of money to be able to get a playable amount of lands that you need. And I think, for a long time, people have been saying, well, let's put, 10 lands, 5 lands, even if they're the same in there. They're basic lands, You're charging people the same amount for basic lands that you are for premium reprints. Well, this is huge news, and while I'm not going to give Wizards credit for... I'm not going to make them out to be a great organization because they're finally doing something like this, I am going to give them some credit for acknowledging what people have been asking for a long time and giving it a shot. Now, this slot of lands, so my understanding is there's going to be 5 different Secret Lairs, one for each land, and it'll be the normal price, and you buy it, and you get 10 copies of that land. So if you're looking to build a deck, and you're playing that number of basics, especially in Commander or a lot of other formats, you're typically, in most decks, unless you're playing a monocolor deck, you're playing probably somewhere between, 7 to 10 copies of a land. So this should, for a good majority of decks that are especially Commander, kind of give you options to have all of your lands be the same if you like them to match. I think this is awesome. Now, we have the 5 different ones here. There's the Plains, which I think looks really unique. There's the Island, which I think looks really, really vagina. I think we have the Swamp, which is kind of cool looking here. I like the Mountain a lot, and the Forest is all right. I don't think necessarily that these are the craziest artworks I've seen. They don't necessarily stand out to me the way that some of the other basic lands do. One of the ones I always talk about when I'm showing off stuff like this, these pixel lands are just some of the most beautiful Secret Lair lands they've ever made, and you'll see how expensive they are. And a lot of that comes from the fact that you only get 1 copy per, and that they're extremely hard to get. And so this should hopefully help to rectify some of that. You have some other incredible ones, too, that I just wanted to mention, like the Snow-Covered Forest. Just unbelievable. Imagine, though, you could get 10 of these in the one Secret Lair instead of having to buy, 10 different Secret Lairs. And that, I think, is the most noteworthy part of this video and this announcement is that they're finally going to be doing something that people have been asking them to do for a long time. Now, is the price going to be the same? I hope so. I don't know because they're not up for pre-order or anything, obviously, and the only way to know exactly when they go up is to be subscribed to the email list or to keep checking. The email will be sent out, and they, like I said, they are limited to 1 per person, and with the most recent one, well, the first one, there are still some available. So it is good news, hopefully this seems to give them some room to kind of experiment, be a little bit more chaotic, for lack of a better word, with their Secret Lair development, but I think this is a huge step in the right direction, especially as someone who really likes to have, special basic lands and stuff for my decks. Just being able to look at them and say, all right, I actually have a shot at getting some of this stuff now. This is another hugely popular one. Amazing artwork, but it's $25, give or take, per copy, and if you need 8 to 10, you're looking at a very significant amount of money, and obviously that's not what we want to be doing here. So, again, the point of this is that they are going to be finally listening a little, and it gives me hope that going forward, maybe they'll start to adapt that. If these sell well, maybe they'll say, hey, look, people are willing to spend more money on these secret lairs because, you know, we're giving them the lands that they want. I hope that that's how it goes, but you guys let me know what you think of these, because the artworks are definitely abstract. Not every secret lair is going to be for everyone. That's kind of the point and kind of the beauty of art. It's subjective, so what I may look at and say, that's awesome, you may look at and say, it doesn't really do anything for me, and that's okay. And they are talking about how we plan to get a bit more twisted and downright chaotic with future drops. In fact, check out some of the upcoming images of cards you might find in the Chaos Vault down the line as a treat. So these are awesome, and I want to show these off. So first of all, this dog in a dinosaur costume. I don't know what card this is going to be. If it's a Gishath, that would be amazing. Some people would be offended by that, but I don't care. You know, this video is not for you if you're someone who just is against Secret Lair entirely, because it's sort of meant to be a bit of a fun spin-off of what we already have in terms of the artwork and everything. So I respect and understand if you don't like it, but this would be amazing. Like just a Gishath here as a what is that, a beagle, I think? Hound? I don't know. I'm not an expert with dogs, but this is just a really cool, chaotic artwork. This one is really kind of niche, gives you like some anime vibes I'm getting off of this, and I forget the name of the Ghibli movies. Like, I'm getting that sort of vibe from this one. This has to be the best one in my opinion so far. Just amazing artwork here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to be like a instant sorcery, if it's going to be a creature that's a cat. I have no clue, and that's again the beauty of the chaos. And then we have this one here, which is like a koi fish in a koi pond. I saw someone say maybe Mystic Remora. I have no idea. I mean, hopefully they diversify what some of the reprints are, but these are just like, I mean, I don't know. This is so goofy and fun, and like, if it's affordable and if it's not scalp, that's a great, I think, spot to be in, you know, in terms of the accessibility. So, like I said, this is a pretty short video today. I'm just really wanting to talk about it, kind of get the news out there, but I am really curious what you guys think. Does the notion of having 10 secret lairs, 10 lands, in a secret lair, all of the same basic land type, make you more incentivized to want to buy them versus like one of each? Or do you like the one of each? I mean, obviously everyone has different preferences. I think it's a great move. I hope they sell well, even if I'm not a huge fan of the artwork, because I think it'll send a message that, hey, this actually works, and maybe they'll do this more going forward with some more desirable lands. We've seen all lands, you know, secret lairs before. We'll continue to see them, I'm sure, but this is really a big stepping point here in terms of 10 in 1, and just an awesome it's a test window here, and the fact that they're previewing this early and letting people know is obviously meant to build hype, but the hype could be kind of warranted here because this is something players have been asking for a very, very long time. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more news, updates, everything of the sort, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.